early in the morning.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bacon.
And UFC Breakfast with Corey Cotter and Sam Zayden. Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. UK. And UFC Talk Radio, the voice of the Toon Army.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Breakfast Show here on NUFC Talk TV. I'm Corey, and we are about to be joined by Sammy Boy. Let's see if I can get him in here. I've been doing this show about 4 times, guys, and I can never seem to add Sam at the start of the show, but hey, there he is, a beautiful young man. How are we, Sammy Boy?
Hello, I appear always 2 seconds later. How are we?
I'll give the people a little bit of time to adjust and prepare for your ugly face, mate. They need all the time they can get to prepare. But guys, we've had a few days to decompress. We've had a few days to calm it down a little bit, think things over. Sammy Boy, how have you been with the extra day, mate? Have your thoughts changed a little bit, or are you still feeling?
Look, time heals all wounds, mate. But it has to get better from here. We cannot keep playing the way we are playing, unfortunately, because it has been way below par, unfortunately.
Yeah, 100%. I think for me, I think the extra day has given me a little bit of time to cool down a bit, think things with a bit more of a level head. Still very, very disappointed. But look, maybe the one positive thing about the international break is it gives us a little bit of time away from Newcastle, which is not something we usually want. But I think at the moment, it's good to have a little bit of a break, have a little bit of a reset. Not only for us, but I think for the squad and the team. A little bit of news regarding the international break. Anthony Gordon and Nick Pope were obviously called into the England squad at the start of the week. Anthony Gordon's hip injury has made him withdraw from the squad. So Anthony Gordon will not be featuring for England, even though I think if he was fit, he probably still wouldn't have been featuring for England in his current...
I don't even know I got a call-up.
Yeah, Tommy Tuchel seems to love him, so he could have played, but form dictates otherwise. And then unfortunately for Nick Pope, did get his call-up back into the England camp, but due to the concussion protocols, it's a mandatory 12 days out, so he will also miss the camp. For me, that's, it's a positive for us. Gives a
positive for us and a positive for England. At this time. It's a positive both ways, mate.
Positive all around. It's funny Pope took Ramsdale's spot in the England camp, and now looks like Ramsdale's going to take Pope's spot in the Newcastle camp. So a little bit of changing of the guard there.
Look, all it took was for Ramsdale to play half an hour and bang, he's straight back into the England squad. That's how much you needed to face the poor bloke.
Poor guy, bro. He comes back on, has to face a penalty.
Premier League debut, and it's a penalty that you got to, it's like, come on, man. Literally, Pope's already gone. You might as well just let him concede, because most likely he was going to concede, and then it's just move on from there.
I don't even think they could have because of the concussion. I think it's bloody like a HI and rugby. You got to get straight.
The bloke played for 10 minutes before they took him off.
Yeah, but fire up, bro. I feel like imagine he took the penalty straight at his head, extra concussion. That was probably a good thing, to be honest, that Ramsdale came on for that. A little bit on that penalty, Sammy. I was seeing Gary. I was watching the watch along back with the lads reacting to all the goals. It's always lots of fun seeing how the boys on the panel react to some of these bloody shocking moments in the game. But Gary, during the live stream, was calling out, he goes to his left 90% of the time. He goes to his left. It doesn't look like anyone on the coaching bench told Ramsdale that either. So little interesting.
Yeah, because if you looked at, they always show the last 5 penalty takes of the player that's obviously taking the penalty. He went 4 times out of 5 to his right hand side, so to the left hand side of the goalkeeper. Yeah, I mean, they should have worked on that, and somebody should have known that. And really, he did go that way first. He did go that way first, and then he jumped to the right. I mean, look, it is a guessing game for the goalkeeper sometimes, unfortunately. But you sort of Like if he did his homework on him, which obviously he didn't because he's not the starting goalkeeper, he would have known to go to his left.
No, 100%, 100%. And just to add, so guys, yeah, obviously Anthony Gordon and Nick Pope have withdrawn from the England squad due to hip injuries and concussion protocols, and Joe Linton is also being assessed at the moment with a little bit of a knock that he is dealing with. So that's
Well, I
really
think
all the
it'd be the cut on his leg. I mean, till now, I'm still trying to figure out how that wasn't a red. Like that is a careless challenge. I
100%.
can't make it. I can't make it any clearer. Like for that bloke's leg to be, I mean, or his studs to be so high up his leg, it's got to be a red card. It's that simple. Because it is a
100%,
careless challenge.
Yeah, well, Joe Linton's going to have to be careful soon because his bloody shin pads have been making the rounds on social media. Mate, a strong gust of wind and he's going to snap his shin bone in half, mate. What is he wearing, eh? They just
But
get
you know what?
smaller
Most of
and
them wear that as
smaller
well.
the years go on. I know, it's crazy. But do you
Look,
remember
I don't get it.
To play, when I used to
Mate.
play soccer, I literally had like knight's armor up to my legs. It was like an iron suit. I had chainmail down my legs. I had a riot shield around both legs. Like I couldn't even walk with my shin. They were heavier than I was back then.
Mate, what are you talking about? Like what Jonathan is wearing won't even cover his ankle. That's how small they were.
Guys, back in the day when I didn't bring my shin pads to train, and I used to go to McDonald's and I'd get the large Cokes and I'd get the cup and I'd break the inside of the cup and I'd just fold it in half and I'd put it down my socks. That is more effective than half of the protective shin pads that is in the Premier League right now. It is absolutely.
Some people don't even wear them. Do you believe it? Some people don't even wear like shin pads. It's insane. Like, how do you, mate? You know what? You cop a hit on the shin, mate. I'll be on the floor for 10 minutes. Like, imagine copping a stud to the shin. Like,
Metal
obviously,
studs
Jonathan just copped it and he got off. You know, yeah, like stuff that,
Metal
mate. You know,
studs. It's like those spiked platforms in bloody Mario that come down and drop on Mario. It's literally just like 12 of the sharpest metal things coming at you, and you're wearing nothing but socks. So I think we're going to see a few more. I'm surprised we don't see more bad injuries with the shin with some of these bloody things
honestly,
coming out.
I agree.
Absolutely shocking, guys. But look, we'll get to a few of. We'll ask everyone in the chat, how is everyone feeling? We had a bit of a spicy show yesterday morning. Everyone was very, very opinionated. I've got to say, I think about 80% of the chat wanted Eddie out at that time. So, guys, Alash is in the chat. How's everyone feeling? Is everyone a little bit more calm with the extra time we've had to assess? Or is everyone still seeing red and want change?
Just thank God that we've got professionals at Newcastle, not 80% of the fan base.
But we'll say here, Choppy, very good morning, mate, and welcome back to the show. Kenny W. Sam's been cutting his posh grass again. Yeah, that's why he's late to the start of every show. He's got to get his lawnmower. He's got to get scissors, a ruler, and be very precise with his buffalo grass. Because this guy Semi is loaded.
Mate, you know what? I'm telling you, I still haven't cut my grass. I got no time. I've got no time to cut my grass. I am a busy guy, man. But
this channel comes before Sam's lawn needs, and that is a big, big thing.
My poor buffalo grass, mate. You know what?
Poor buffalo grass. You're gonna need to get a bloody sheep, mate. Get a goat out there and just tie him up.
So the grass. Or if anyone's got a cow, mate, I can give you guys a cow-fed bloody grass-fed cow, mate, if you want.
Andy, mate, good morning. Andy says, morning, Corey. I'm literally getting into bed after an all-nighter. Have a good show. Thanks, Andrew, mate. Get some rest and get to sleep. Andrew also followed that. We have zero movement from anyone in front of the ball. Barnes' goal is perfect example. If he doesn't score, no one is getting a rebound as no one moves into the box.
Yeah, but like with that goal, with Barnes' goal, like I mean, it was a good ball sort of thing from Murphy, but then Voldemare made the most of it with the flick to Barnes. I don't know. Sometimes he amazes me with his footwork, Voldemare, and what he can do with his feet. For such a tall bloke, it's unreal. But then Barnes, mate, he did what Barnes needed to do, and obviously finished it and put 2 on the grass while doing it too, which was absolutely great to see. And hopefully it gives him a bit more confidence, so that way we can start scoring more goals. But we need to learn how to cross. I think that's our big, that and passing. I can't believe I'm saying a football team needs to know how to pass and cross a ball.
Get on the pitch there. And a very good morning to Brian Quinn as well, mate. Hope you are well. Guys, look, with the international break, obviously there's not a lot that we can focus on in terms of Newcastle United. We can focus on some of the players going away on international duty, but me and Semi thought would ask you guys what you guys think about some of the things that are going on around the club, not necessarily on the pitch. So obviously the badge, guys, the badge is getting changed. It's getting updated. And also thoughts of a new stadium is in the picture. But look, the main thing, the badge has been discussed by the club. The club has said that they're going to change the badge, which for me is absolutely shocking. One of the worst decisions I've heard. And I'm really interested to see what you guys think as well. Such an iconic badge. And the reason that they're changing it, if you guys are not aware, they are changing it because it is too hard to deal with in the new digital world and printing. Guys, we're in 2025, and if people are struggling to print a Newcastle badge, then we're in serious, serious trouble. Like, what do you mean? They were doing it back in however like 100 years ago.
I get it. Back then it was stitches, but they couldn't even stitch it properly. Like, it makes sense. Like, if you look at the actual printing in the badge, the way they use it these days, I mean, they do tend to get it out pretty well. I just think what it does is it costs the club too much money every time they want it printed, is because there's so much detail in it. I get it. But it is such a great badge. I mean, it's such a unique badge. And I think the badge shouldn't get changed. But if they are going to change the badge, just don't change too much with it, because I just feel like it's just amazing. I just look at it behind me, just swerving, mate. Look at it. It's just such a perfect badge.
Beautiful, isn't it? It's just
like,
beautiful.
Honestly,
it's a work of art.
It is really a work of art.
It's a work of
it
art.
Is.
But I'll let you know what the club said on changing the crest. So the club said, "This isn't a decision we take lightly. We love our crest. It's iconic and has stood us through unforgettable triumphs and testing times. But it was created in a different era. Its intricate design doesn't always translate well in today's digital world, and it's difficult to reproduce it clearly and consistently. As football and the world changes, so too must the symbols that unite us." What a cop-out of a statement, Semi. I do not care how difficult it is. I don't care how much extra money it makes you to produce these things. Just do it, man. Like,
I agree. But you know what? As well, I do think like, look, you look at the new badges that are going around. They are a lot simpler. They are a lot easier to print, and they are easy on the eye. Like, as much as we love our badge, I mean, it's not very easy on the eye. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't look like
easy.
No, like, as in, it's, how can I say it? Like, as much as it's such a great crest, it's a great crest for us. It's not a great crest to put anywhere else, sort of thing. Does that make sense?
No, definitely does not make sense.
Okay. Because obviously they're trying to make Newcastle as a world brand sort of thing. Do you think as in that crest is like something that's going to go out there as a world brand sort of thing?
100%. The brand is what you make it, and the brand is Newcastle United, and the badge is Newcastle United. It represents Newcastle United. Look, the badge represents the club. The badge is the club. So you've got such an iconic badge. Like, I just don't see. Look, a lot of clubs are doing it now. We've seen it with, I'm just going through some of the things now. West Ham changed their badge. Bristol, Fiorentina, Chelsea. The Chelsea one was a while ago. So
yeah,
Arsenal. A lot of clubs have.
But look at the Man City one as an example. Look at the way the Man City one was, and look at the way the Man City one is now. I mean, the badge is completely different. You know what I mean? And it's easy on the eye. It's not, as in, very difficult to look at. Where with this one, I mean, you got two seahorses on. Like as an example, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just don't know what they're going to change. Like,
Even though I love
going
it.
to change it.
I mean,
They're
I
going to
love the
change it to
badge.
a circle, like every other badge. There's going to be
I don't know.
a circle.
Apparently, they're not changing much out of it. What they're doing is just making it less detailed. I don't know how less detailed it is and what it's going to actually look like. If it's going to still have seahorses or it's going to put magpies on it for all we know, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with it. Hopefully, if they're going to do it, just simplify it a bit, and that's it. That's what I'd rather. But me personally, I wouldn't change it at all. I love the badge the
You
way
wouldn't
it is.
change it either? No, 100%.
No, I wouldn't change it.
Look, if we're going to go for a design similar to Inter Milan, where it's more or less the exact same design with a little bit more of a modern look, I can live with that. But if we're going to see any major drastic changes, then I do not want to see it.
Like I see a drastic change in the Juventus one. If you look at the way the Juventus one was to what it is now, it's just double jack. Like it's a shocker. Like, you know what I mean? It's an absolute shocker. Yeah, but don't do me that NUFC one, please. I don't want anything like that.
I'm telling you,
I don't need
that
letters.
looks like modern football.
No, I don't.
That's
yeah, I get it, but I don't think so.
design.
I don't think so. Surely not. Surely not.
I bloody hope not, because that's a filthy badge.
Like, at the end of the day, you want a badge that's not like, you want a creative badge. That's not creative.
That's what I mean. Leave my two seahorses alone, man.
Yeah, I love my seahorses.
I
do,
seahorses,
but I get where they're coming from, though. That's what you gotta understand as well. I get where they're coming from, but it is a very complicated and a very complex badge. You know what I mean?
I can make a 4-hour animated movie in like 13 seconds, and people are trying to tell me in this big day and age that it's too hard to replicate. Like, it's just a crappy excuse. I think it's just a money thing. It must obviously cost the club more money for whatever reason to do this sort of
badge. Like, obviously it costs them a lot more to print because there's so much detail in it.
Yeah. You just don't earn enough money, bro. You're literally backed by the Saudi state, and you just have to change the badge. We'll get to a few of your guys' comments on the badge. I think me and Sammy are both of the opinion that it is an absolutely disastrous idea and something we both do not welcome. But Michael says, I think badge is based on a Newcastle brown emblem with blue star. Look, mate, they can definitely come up with a few designs that I think the fans will like, but I just don't think it's a necessary change.
No, I don't think it's a necessary change either, yeah. Like I said, if they're going to simplify it. But try and leave as much as possible.
Yeah, exactly right.
You know?
Chopper says, I hope they don't pick the 96 to 83 badge. God, that is a rank badge. Yeah, look, guys, I don't think any of the fan base is going to be happy with whatever result comes out, because obviously people have just become so accustomed to that iconic crest. So I think whatever the club does really is going to get some pretty bad backlash. And like you said, Choppy, if they bring back something like that, I don't think many fans are going
as much as I like some of our badges, this one here is like, it's honestly the perfect badge. I just feel like it represents our club so well. You know, and it's like it's an iconic badge and it's a classic badge. But I get that you need to modernize it. Like, it's understandable. Everything needs to get modernized. You know, but just don't check. Of course it does. Everything needs to get modernized. It's the world we live in, mate. It's like a house. You live it for 50 years. You're gonna have to break it down or demolish it and rebuild a new one. Nothing lasts forever, mate. So I'm happy with change. I don't mind change. Just don't change too much.
That's what I mean, though. If you're not going to change too much, is there even any point in changing it? But we'll see what a few other people...
Look, it might cost them £14 to make each badge, and then now it'll drop it down to £10. I mean, that £4 per badge is a lot. Adding it up. Like, do you know what I mean? I get it. I get it costs the club too much money to make the perfect badge. I get it.
Look,
simplify.
If they use those funds to go to another winger, then I will be very, very happy. But otherwise, leave my badge alone. Andy Bell says, the crest is perfect the way it is. We all know why it's going to be amended. Fill me in, Andrew, because I do not know why it's going to be amended, mate. The only thing I can
because it's too complicated.
I think
it's a very complex. It's so detailed. The badge is very, very detailed. And I get why they're changing it, because it's a very detailed badge. Yeah, but mate, 100%. That's what I think I love about it. It's because it's so detailed.
No, for sure. It's got character. Michael
Mate,
says
she
the
sure
less
does.
detailed one is awful. I could not agree more there. And Andrew Bell, elaborating on his previous comment, it's garden to mass produce, therefore expensive and affects profit. And they want to include something PIF or Saudi related to the crest. Bro, imagine they just make the seahorses green or something.
No, no. Come on, guys. Like it.
They're gonna change
No,
the
they're not.
shield to like green and white stripes.
No. Instead of putting it, what would have been funnier is if you got rid of the seahorses and you put camels. No, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that.
It would just be like a
But
camel, a seahorse, and a magpie floating on the barren sands
oh
of Saudi
god.
Arabia. Far out, man. Bloody Andy Bell could be onto something. We see a bloody green kid every year now, so
No,
could see
apparently
a
they're
little
changing that.
homage.
Actually, hey, apparently we've got no green kit next season, guys. Thank
Thank the
God.
Lord.
Thank God. It took 4 years for them to.
Hallelujah.
Hey, you know what? Why are you wearing green?
Hallelujah. Luck of the Irish, mate.
Luck of the Irish.
Luck of the Irish. I'm Irish
Oh
or something,
God.
guys. I don't know what I am, but I'm one of them. Scottish English, or
Hey, you
Irish.
know what,
One
guys?
of them.
Just put it out there as well. Corey is a bit short, so he might be a little bit of a leprechaun.
Mate, I'm 6'7" and I've got a 12 pack. My biceps are actually a lot bigger than what they look like in the camera, guys. But I put a filter on them to downplay just the absolute muscle mass that I have, so I
Yes,
come as
yes.
more relatable. So
Mm.
yeah, guys, this is all just effects. I'm actually really
Sometimes
different
when
in real
Corey
life.
sees me, he runs at me, and I'm like, "Hello, Corey."
You'd break your hands, mate. You got arthritis in those wrists, Sammy boy. You're getting old, mate. You're getting old.
from cutting the buffalo.
Choppy reckons we should get the Newcastle Fans TV logo on it, mate. Get the NUFC Talk TV badge as the new crest.
Just
That
put
would
win
be a
there. Put win
sight.
on it.
Just put Wynn's face with a cigarette as a new crest.
Talking about a cigarette. There we go.
Go for it, mate. Light her up. Kenny W says it can't be that much to make as Adidas use sweatshops. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, mate. Surely we can, there's enough bloody profit in the kitty for us to be able to keep our badge, but oh well.
Like I said, I don't mind change. Look, once they come out with the actual badges, because apparently what they are going to do is they're going to come up with a few. They're going to put it out, and obviously they want to see the fans' reactions to the badges. But what they are definitely doing is they're not going to keep the current badge. So they're coming out with new badges, they're putting it out, and obviously the fans will end up choosing what badge they like most.
Yeah, so we'll get some sort of say. Just
Some sort of say, but the badge is changing. So expect the badge to get changed. It is happening.
Yeah, 100%. Well, we will get into the stadium, guys, because there's obviously been lots and lots of talk about a stadium upgrade or a new stadium or what that will entail. But we will see what the rest of you guys think about the badge. Pretty big majority does not want to see no change, which is what I was expecting. Poor I reckons we'll get an oil well as the new an oil well with a camel on each side, mate.
We're not going to be
We'll
called the
come up with some
Magpies
good
anymore. We're going to be called the
soundings.
Wells.
That'll be like our special Champions League badge, mate, when we bring that out. To be fair, though, if we don't pick up this form, I don't think we'll be bloody seeing any badge in the Champions League. So let's hope these lads bloody fixing soon.
Look, like I said as well, we're not that far off that top four, mate. Just get it right. If we can go on a good run, we're back up there. January comes, get some reinforcements in, and I think we'll be right. But we need to get higher on that ladder, mate. Like we need to be in that, at least that top 8. Get us in that top 8, guys, by January, and we'll get reinforcements for you.
The way the Premier League now, it's like the bloody first 12 teams go to Europe anyway, mate. So you just got to
Yeah, but I don't. You know what? I don't want to go. I don't want to go Europa. I don't want to go to Europa League. I don't want to go to the Conference League. I want to go back to the Champions League. That's where the club should be. So I don't. Anything else is a downgrade and is a failure for us.
Oh, the Conference League's mad, mate.
No, I don't want to know. Man, I don't even know the teams that play in it.
I know West Ham won it. That's a bloody. If West Ham are winning the
Like-
Conference League, it mustn't mean too much
Like,
on
do you know what I mean?
competition. Yeah, that's when they still had bloody Declan Rice, but yeah, still concerning. Demille Byrne says, "Morning lads, hope things are well. Eddie Bean sacked yet, fingers crossed." Demille Byrne, mate, what are you doing? We've started this morning off with positivity, with happiness, and you've come back at us, mate. You've come back at us with this Eddie slander. Everyone is entitled
mate.
to her opinion, Demille, but yeah, I'm definitely not on that train with you yet, mate.
No.
Not on that train.
I think you're on the train. Look, you're on the train with half the supporters. I'm not going to lie, but no, not yet, mate. I think half the fan base is still off that train.
I think, buddy, about 20% of them jumped on after that last game, Demille. So you're definitely not alone.
I get it. I get it. Like I said, he made some mistakes. He made some. Just learn from your mistakes. I mean, I thought he would have learned from him from the West Ham game, and then he didn't. So hopefully, the international break came at a good time for Eddie Howe as well.
100%. 100%. Kenny says, "I've got bigger pimples than biceps." Kenny, mate. Kenny, mate, you're one of the devout, loyal listeners we have on the breakfast show, and you're coming at me with this slander. Mate, I said I'm using a filter to downsize my muscles because they're so large. I can't fit them into frame, guys. It's all a filter, I'm telling you. Not nice, Kenny. I'm not happy with that, mate.
Hey, Kenny, you know what's funny? What you said is like 100% true.
Yeah, it's not.
There's no way around. There's no way around it, mate.
Mate, there would have to be some big whiteheads, some cyst, like whiteheads the size of volcanoes, mate. Andrew Bell, I use the same excuse when I send pics to women, Corey. It looks bigger than it does on camera. Mate, that is one of the great plays in the playbook, Andrew Bell. That's one of the great plays.
Hey, but honestly, on the note of the stadium, Corey, would you rather move or would you rather stay? I actually want to know what your opinion on this is.
I don't know, man. I think obviously the size of the club and, you know, the direction that we're moving in, I think it sort of indicates that we might need a larger stadium. Look, we see the demand for tickets and everything like that. I don't think we'll struggle filling out a bigger stadium. So I would welcome a new stadium, but St. James's Park, you know, we're talking about iconic badges. What a stadium. So I don't know, man. Just to see that get knocked down would bloody break my heart into pieces. If there's a way that they could renovate it, you know, but I don't think they can renovate it with adding the amount of seats that we're probably looking after. So, look, for me, I'm sort of happy either way. I think, you know, in terms of club's needs, you know, I think maybe a new stadium would probably benefit us. But just in terms of history, nostalgia, just pure class, I do not want to see that stadium go. What about you, Sammy boy?
Look, me personally, I do love St. James's Park. I think it's an amazing stadium. I've been there, I've seen it, I've witnessed the full wrath of it, and the atmosphere. It's insane. But I do think we need a bigger stadium. I think we need to move with the times. Because if they're only going to bring up the Gallagher end, that East End's never going to get bigger because of the terrace behind it. So, I mean, with the demand for tickets, like we said, is very high. So, if they are going to build a new stadium, it's got to be at least 70K. It has to be.
Yeah, if you're going to go
like
through the effort of knocking down.
If you're gonna knock it down, don't go build me a 65K stadium. I mean, the demand for tickets is unreal. So get me a 70K stadium, and then that way, if we can expand it later on, we can as well. Just nothing less. It can't be less than that. And obviously, if they're going to build it, it's going to be a multi-purpose stadium. So maybe they bring an NFL game there or something different. You know what I mean?
Something out of the
yeah, exactly. Where the club can make more money out of it, which I don't mind. I mean, it's revenue for the club, and if the club's making revenue, that means we can spend more money on players. I get it. I don't mind it. I mean, change is good, like I said, especially when it comes to the stadium. I think it is deteriorating a bit as well, St. James's Park, and they have spent a fair bit of money on it as well. So they have, but I don't want them to just expand that Gallagher and that East End stays the way it is.
Yeah, 100%. I think Yeah, look, I think the best decision is probably move stadiums, but bloody the headache that, you know,
Like,
surrounds
just
moving stadiums is a bloody nightmare.
there's,
Because what
there's
would they
nothing
do? Would
wrong
they
with it.
move it to a whole new location, or would they knock down St James's Park,
Look, I
rebuild?
was
How would...
hearing I was hearing Leazes Park, which is literally right behind St James's Park, and if that's the case, mate, that's where you do it because it's still in the city centre. It's still on top of the hill, and we will have a new cathedral on the hill because no matter what you do, whether you get a new stadium or not, I mean the fans are still going to be there, and that roar is definitely going to stay there because we are
100%.
passionate supporters. You know what I mean? So
Just on the topic of new stadiums, did you ever see the design for the new Old Trafford or the new Manchester United Stadium?
yeah,
Looks like the
it looks like
bloody
a
circus
circus.
tent, bro. That
Yeah, I was
is got
saying
to be the
they're still going ahead with
ugliest.
it.
Yeah, I know. That's like official. I'm pretty sure. Like that's the actual
Yeah,
what it's
like
going to look
they're
like.
gonna get it done. Yeah, they're gonna get it done. But that is
Imagine the
shocking.
bloody
Look,
tent falls down and you got bloody 100,000 people just trapped under a bloody tent at Old Trafford.
yeah, it looks like a
That's gonna
circus.
that's gonna be the latest money scheme by the Glazers. Is as they drop down the tent, you've got to pay them all £50 if you want to get out of the bloody tent. The Glazers are always very innovative with
There's an
their.
exit fee.
Yeah, guys. So I open that up to you as well in the chat. We've spoken about the badge. I don't think I saw one comment here that welcomed the change to the badge. So it will be a little interesting to see if that changes with the stadium. I think it probably will. So, guys, let me know what you think of a new stadium, or is it better to renovate? Let us know your thoughts.
Look, it is
Powerful.
old. It is getting old. It's almost 25 years old. You know what I mean? And like I said, we cannot expand the east end. So the only spot we can expand is the Gallagher end.
Hmm,
You know what I mean? If
100%.
you're gonna put that money in just to expand the Gallagher end, no, you might as well go and actually build a whole new stadium where everything is obviously brand new and it's gonna obviously be bigger and probably be big. It'll be bigger as well than you just expanding the Gallagher end. As much as we love St James's Park and the location of it and all that, but we do need a bigger stadium. The demand for tickets is very high. Not after maybe the last two performances, but but
We might have to
it
stay
is
at that bloody
eventually
stadium if the
it is eventually
if
going to
stay
get
at the
very
club.
high. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I think there's about a 40,000 K wait. Like, you know what I mean? That are waiting on season tickets. Imagine
Yeah,
putting those into the stadium. Like,
well, you
imagine the
hear Win
revenue as
talk
well.
about Win. Obviously, season ticket holder talks a lot about the club and how much of a rigmarole. Like, if you want to give one of your season ticket, like just to give it to someone else for the day, it's like you've got to give them your bloody passport, your date of birth, your home address, your mum's address, your dad's address, where was your grandfather. It's like the biggest bloody security clearance document you've got to sign just to get a ticket.
And the
So look, I
location of your
think
great grandfather's bloody burial site.
great grandmother's occupation during 1873. So yeah, it's just like you said, Sammy. I think a new stadium is probably what the club needs and what the club is screaming out for. Although that's probably going to see a lot of our hearts break moving out of St James's Park. But sometimes a change is necessary if
Of
you
course.
want to grow. Choppy here says Eddie is now 6-1 to get the sack.
Hey, that's good
Far
odds.
out. That's crazy, eh?
That's great
Choppy,
odds.
if you're still in the chat, mate, let me know where he ranks in terms. I can look that up myself. Just, I wonder where he ranks now on some of these sports books, top players, top managers to get the sack, because
He'd probably
those
be in
are
the top
bloody.
5 in the Prem.
He would have to be with odds like that, man. I don't know who would even be bloody in front of him. The Wolves
Who?
manager, I don't know who would be in front of him, to be honest, with
Probably the
odds like
Leeds
that.
manager.
Leeds, but the Wolves change their
Yeah,
manager every 3 business days, so I don't even know who's in charge of bloody Wolves
maybe
anymore. So
Wolves, Burnley.
that's crazy though. To be honest, I think that's bloody stupid from the bookmakers. I don't see that happening for
Look,
a
to be
while.
honest with you, I actually, no matter how high up his odds are, I still don't think he's going to get sacked anytime soon. Like,
No,
I
he
think
won't
he's
be.
going to need to go on a 5-game losing streak and us get knocked out of the Champions League before that happens.
Yeah, we're gonna have to lose like 2 or 3
Easily
out of
5.
the next 5 or 6, and then I still think it's probably not nailed on that he's going to get the sack. So
Unless he loses
very
all of them. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, I wonder what the odds are for Eddie to stay till the end of the season, because I'll jump on that, mate. I will jump on that very, very quick.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, as a betting man, no wonder why you got no money.
Mate, I'm rich. I'm getting buffalo grass installed next Wednesday. What are you talking about? I've got landscapers coming in, mate. Don't you see my newsroom in the background, Semi? That screams money, mate. It's
Yeah,
like
of course it
Sky
does.
Sports studio.
Yeah, I'm that bloody rich. I'm just using my flag behind me. At least you got a green screen, mate.
Kenny W says we need to stop Weezer going to AFCON. Oh, I thought that was already in the works. For
Let's
him not to
just
be going.
let's just say he's injured.
Yeah, look, that's when is AFCON, by the way? Is that the start of December, or is that? Let me have a look here.
It's soon. It's actually very soon. It's either the start of December or the start of January.
I'm just having a quick look here. Oh yeah, it's like 3 days before Christmas. The tournament, they play games on Christmas Day as well. Bloody don't stop.
Oh, do they? When is it exactly?
Yeah.
What, sorry, I didn't hear the date. What was it?
It starts on the 22nd of December, so they're going to have to make a decision on Weezer very, very, very soon.
Well, look, he hasn't even played a game for us. Like, he's not fit to play.
Yeah. Because Congo play on Christmas Eve, so, like...
Look, to be honest with you, I think he's going to go and play. I mean, like, he doesn't have much time left, and I think he's going to go and do that. Look, to be honest with you, if it's... I don't know, if he goes... It's not like we're missing much because we haven't seen him play yet.
No, but we are missing much, man, because we need to see him play. We're missing a lot.
I think not having Usula as well didn't help us the other day.
100%.
Because we couldn't put a striker on the pitch.
But what's Weezer gonna do? Weezer only got out on the grass. Was it like a week or two ago? He was only just getting out on the grass, not training with the squad, no ball work. He was just out on the grass. So you're telling me in 40 days that this guy is gonna go start a major international tournament? What do you mean, man? If he go, no, you can't do that, bro. I think Weezer's gonna have to step in. I know he's 29 years old. I know it's probably one of his last international tournaments, man. But you've got to show some bloody faith to the club. You got to repay the club a little bit. You can't be going away for this tournament. And
what are you talking about? It's £55 million spent. Like, well, what are you talking about? I mean, he's played every game.
Man,
No, he's played every game. He's he's been a great addition to the squad. Look, I think he's smiled more than he's passed the ball.
Quite literally, eh? The only thing he's done for us is the social media work, and that's about it. You know, the other thing is the Congo have a pretty favourable group at AFCON, so I wonder if that is going to sway, because they've got Botswana, Senegal, and Benin. I've never even heard of Benin, so you'd imagine Congo and Senegal probably top that group. So, look, he's got a good chance of making it out of the group stage. So, is Weezer going to want to withdraw from international, especially with his age as well? I could understand if he was younger.
He's not going to. He's not going to withdraw. He's not going to withdraw. If you got an opportunity to go and play for your international team, you are going to go and play for your international team. It's that simple.
Yeah, look, and like you said, I don't think we can really criticize him just due to his age and everything. But look, man, that is a major, major concern for me, eh? Because he's probably going to get 1 week full training before that tournament, if that, maybe a week and a half full training on the grass before that tournament. And then he's going to go into a bloody heck. The AFCON is crazy, man. It's fast. It's physical. It's not the tournament you want to be playing a bloke who's been injured for the last few months in.
Like you, for an example, if you had the opportunity to go play for Ireland, you leprechaun, wouldn't you?
Nah, mate, I'm too busy sitting at home doing YouTube shows for any of that rubbish, mate.
I still think he'll go. I still think he'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do agree with you though, Kenny, mate. I really do not want to see him go, but like Semi said, I think it's probably a big possibility that he will be. Harple says, we'll be in a relegation battle after the City game.
You know what? I'm actually so optimistic about that game. Right now, I really am. Because we cannot play worse than what we just did. And guess what? We don't have Pope in goal, and we don't have Dan Burn at left back. Get in, it's already a win, lads.
Yo, You're crazy, bro. You're a criminal, eh?
What do you
You
mean
are
I'm criminal? I told you I don't
absolutely
like Dan
criminal.
Burn as left back. At least now we have a proper left back that's going to be there. Hey, Livramento
I'm
might be
not
back as
saying
well,
this.
which is
I'm
good.
just your
Yeah,
optimism.
hey, listen, I'm talking. Just wait. You know, and then we've got no Pope there as well. We've got Ramsdale, like actually England's second goalkeeper. Like, mate, I'm loving life. Wissa might be back for that game too. Azula will be back. You know what? We actually might have a full strength side playing, except for Pope and Dan Burn. But most likely it's a full strength side. Get it done.
My name's Sam. I'm a happy clapper. I start the brigade because I'm a happy clapper. Criminal behavior, guys. Let him know how much of an idiotic statement that was. This guy is so optimistic, man.
What do you
He's
mean I'm
giving
so
me
optimistic? I'm
confidence.
not.
Yeah, you literally just said I'm sorry. You literally just said I'm so optimistic with
Hey,
this
on it.
city game.
Hey, but you know why I'm optimistic? We're playing at home, baby.
That doesn't mean anything. That does not mean
Come on,
anything.
mate. Come on. We're getting that done. We're getting that done.
Choppy says, in Australia, do you say sacked or fired? Definitely sacked, mate.
Sacked. He's getting the
Definitely
sack, mate.
sacked. It just really depends what part of Australia you're from. If you're more from the city, a little bit more fancy, you might say made redundant or fired.
He got paid out.
Yeah, if you're dodgy and you know how to work the claim system, you say I got paid out after
Mate,
the
look,
workplace
if you are from
dismissal.
Bondi, you're definitely saying redundant. Anyway, past Bondi, mate, you're saying sacked. It's that simple.
Sacked and done. You're done out here.
He got flogged.
Two Coin of Phrase talking about the Manchester City game. He's saying, what's crazy is if we beat City 1-0, we are likely to not move up the league that week. Yeah, look,
That's fine.
that's sort of the table
Just
that
get
we're
the 3
dealing with.
points.
Yeah, it's just sort of the table that we're dealing with at the moment. Everybody is
You know
so
what?
close to
Honestly,
each
I
other.
think as well, I actually think we need to beat a big squad. I mean, we haven't done that this season yet. And I think if we can manage to beat City, it will give us massive confidence.
Oh, if we beat City, that will be such a boost for the club, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because we haven't beaten. Look, we lost to Arsenal, we lost to Liverpool, we lost to Barcelona. I mean, they're all 3 massive sides that we've lost to. I mean, look, we beat Tottenham, but I mean, they're not really. We're not going to compare them to those 3 or Manchester City because they're not on that level. But if we can beat Manchester City, and then 2 games after that we've got Tottenham at home again, I mean, it could be a good month for Newcastle because we do have Burnley coming up, Everton away. You know, things can fall into place for us, but we need to start winning. We need to beat City.
100%. Well, it's a very good point you just made because, you know, you look at the sides that we've beat this season: Wolves, Bradford.
We haven't beaten anyone on top of us.
Union St. Gallen, Forest, Benfica, Fulham, Athletic Bilbao, and Tottenham. Look, Athletic Bilbao and the Tottenham are very good sides, very big clubs, but let's not get too carried away. They were both
In the league, we
injuries.
have not beaten anyone big that's on top of us. In the league.
Yeah. So that win against City, if that materializes, I can't. That will just do the world of good for this club. Just in terms of
definitely.
just confidence, man. Like just confidence, that will do a world of good for the players. And we're at St. James's Park, baby. So anything is possible. Let's get
100% anything is possible.
Over and done with.
Yeah, I think as well. What will help us for this game is that Eddie Howe actually has 2 weeks to work on this game.
No, 100%. 100%. He's got some time to think, time to set up, and
yes,
must win. What an understatement. Lynn commenting here on the badge. Welcome, Lynn. Thank you very much. Lynn is one of the OGs of the Breakfast Show. Always love seeing you here, Lynn, on the show. She says, I don't want them to change the badge at all. If they have to, can they just remove colour so it's just black and white?
Well, they have done that with most of it anyway, so it's more like an outline. But even with that, there's still a bit of detail in it. Like if you look at the training shirts and that, I mean, it's just more the badge, like just the outline of the badge.
Yeah, I think it's just more like the intricate lines. Like on the Seahorse, there's about 46 lines going down.
That's
back,
you know, things like that. I think they'll get rid of.
Yeah, even the hair on the seahorse has more detail than some of the bloody badges that we see in modern football.
Yeah, so they might just make it straight. You know what I mean? Like a sort of, you
Just a
know,
hairless seahorse.
no,
Just
not as in a
fucking
hairless
seahorse.
seahorse. Like instead of having the lines through it, they just make it a line. Like, you know what I mean? An outline of their hair, sort of thing. I don't know. We'll work it out when it happens.
It's not a seahorse without its flowing hair, mate. That's for sure.
Well, mate, it's got fins. Obviously, like there's only so much that you can take out of it. Hey, let's just not put fins on it.
Just take one seahorse out in the flag.
put a camel there.
It's a lonely, lonely seahorse. What else do we have here? Andrew Bell commenting on the stadium. I truly believe they would extend the St. James if it was financially sensible. To add 15k capacity would cost 200 million minimum. So new stadium just makes business sense, taking emotion out of decision. And I think that sums up the situation perfectly, mate. I don't think any of us want to leave that bloody beautiful ground that is St. James's Park, but I think a lot of the fans, obviously yourself, Andrew, do not want to see us move. So as sad as it is business, and I think it'll do a world of good for the club.
Yeah, but I think even then it would cost so much. It would cost more than 200 mil because they do need to put foundations for it, like for the stand to hold. Otherwise, it would just drop because you got the metro underneath it.
Yeah.
So like, there's a lot of engineering into it. Like, there's got to be a lot of thought put into it. Where I think just building a whole new stadium that's multi-purpose would be so much better for us. Get a good naming right to the stadium. That adds more income to the club. I mean, it's a win-win situation for the club. It's a new stadium. Well, what more do you want? Fits more fans in there. Fans should be happier. Like,
No, it's a win-win for everyone.
yeah, it really is a win-win. Like, I get the attachment to St. James's Park. I mean, it's an amazing stadium, and we've had a lot of memories in that stadium. But we all change homes eventually.
That is very true. Gavin also commenting on the stadium. Gavin says the only problem with the new stadium, PIF said they will only pay half, and the other half goes on the club as debt, which comes under PSR. So we will be more like Man United, who pay 60 million a year interest.
No, it's not. It doesn't go under our what do you call it? PSI
Under the PSR.
Financial. No, it doesn't. No,
Pretty sure
because
it does,
it's a different debt. It's not good to do with the playing squad. Because if it's gonna be if we're gonna be 500 mil in debt, we're never gonna sign anyone.
Yeah, I know that doesn't.
We'd have a 100-point deduction.
Yeah, literally. That's
Like,
the other thing. PIF are bloody the richest people in the world.
Yeah, but like, even if Newcastle were to go out, like, say as an example, we didn't have PIF, we had a different owner, and Newcastle went and spent money on on a whole brand new training ground. That's got nothing to do with our financial fair play or PSI. It's got nothing to do with it.
Far out. That's crazy.
It's a completely different thing.
Yeah, no. Well, Andy says here, Man United potentially being granted up to $500 million in government funding towards their stadium, which is bloody unreal, eh?
Yeah, they keep borrowing money. Yeah, they keep borrowing money from the banks. They're over $1.5 billion in debt, and then these guys want to borrow another 500 mil. I don't know whoever owns the bank. Hey, honestly, but whoever owns the banks, I mean,
Manchester United
they're not doing their job right.
Manchester United's like America. They're like the bloody powerhouse of football, biggest thing since sliced bread. But how are they always in debt to somebody?
Look, they are the biggest club in England. They are the biggest club in England. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know how these guys can go out. See, that's my point, though. Like, how could they be in so much debt, but they can go out and spend still millions of pounds on players? It must be a whole different debt.
That's crazy. If I'm broke, I've got no money. I can't go down to the pub and go be like, "Hey, Michael, can you pour me a pint, mate? Put it on me debt for the next 12 years."
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense. Like, their revenue is insane. Their revenue is like 900 mil a season. Like, it's insane. Like, they could pay it off. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The way they've done it, it's like a loan. It's like you buying a house.
Yeah.
You're just paying interest. I don't get why you'd want to do that. on 1.5 billion. Imagine the interest on 1.5 billion.
Yeah, it's because the Glazers take so much money out of the club and put it into their own pockets. Bloody, very, very, very
Hey,
dodgy
they're Mike
business.
Ashley.
Yeah, no way. Bloody unreal. Bloody
Yeah.
unreal.
But yeah,
to
I'll
and
do that,
fro,
man.
the leases area is the 100% correct decision for the stadium. It maintains a link to the old stadium and satisfies the town's business traffic, as well as help houses house those who currently can't get tickets. Yeah, 100%, mate. I think if you're going to move it to anywhere, that is the spot to do it.
Has to be the spot right behind the stadium, still on top of the hill, city centre. I mean, like, it's the perfect spot for it.
That stadium would be bloody unreal, whatever they do. Just the modern stadiums. I think nearly all of the modern stadiums in the Premier League are absolutely
Like, look at
adore. I
the
think
Everton one. The Everton one looks mad. It looks
unreal.
insane.
The
And you look at the
water,
Tottenham one as well.
scenic.
Like, it's insane. Like, as if you guys don't want that. I get that it's St. James's Park and it's our home. I get it. Like, there's nothing wrong with not wanting to change that. But, mate, if you can get a mad 70,000 seater plus, like, it's... I mean,
do that
and
every
these
day of the
guys,
week.
there's exactly, like, it's a no-brainer.
And I do that every day of the week.
Of course.
Darren Lee speaking on the club at the moment. PIF are fully behind Howe, as reported this morning. Yeah, mate, that's what both of us said earlier in the show. I don't think the club are concerned with Eddie at the moment at all. And I think we're going to have to see some even more shocking results for the club to change their stance on Eddie. I don't think he needs to be too concerned with the club at the
Yeah, I
moment.
don't know. Like I said, even with Eddie, like I actually think he's nowhere near getting sacked at the moment. I'm telling you, this bloke has to go on like a 5 to 10 game losing streak before they even consider it.
No, guaranteed. Guaranteed. We've got a lot about the new stadium. A lot of people have very different opinions, but the majority look like they will welcome the new stadium. So Geordie Dan, mate, welcome to the show. Geordie Dan says, bring on a brand new 80k stadium, state-of-the-art, multi-purpose, new sponsors, PSR money, etc. Also add new infrastructure around the stadium, hotel, bars, restaurant. There's money to be made. Look, mate,
100%,
Newcastle
mate.
is beautiful. It's a one-club city. It's absolutely a massive club. I think if you generate some of the things around the city, which will 100% happen if a new stadium like that happens, it's going to be just such a bigger thing for Newcastle as a
Exactly.
city in general, not just a football club. It's
100%.
going to benefit the city so much. So I would love to see it, and I would absolutely love to come down there.
Like, honestly, you demolish St. James's Park, you build hotels, you build, say, like St. James's Stack as an example. Like, you can do another massive fan zone somewhere for fans to go in there. Like, it's just all revenue for the club. Like, mate, it's a no-brainer, honestly.
No, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, so, like, I'd definitely welcome it, 100%.
Alrighty, guys. So that is...
Because
That
what do
is
you
all.
reckon of the England fixtures that are coming up?
Who are they versus Serbia, isn't it? The first game for England?
I think so.
I think so. England, Serbia. I think England are sitting pretty comfortable in the table, so they can probably experiment a lot in this game against Serbia. Looking at England's table for the World Cup qualifications, England is first on 18 points, followed by Albania on 11, then Serbia in third.
Look, Serbia's a tough game. It's not going to be an easy game for them, but like really, England should get it done. And they do look like a different squad under Tuchel as well.
Yeah, well, England beat Serbia 5-0. I think it was 3 or 4 international games ago. So they've already got the number over them. So I'll probably see that happening again, to be honest. Probably see a few more goals from Harry Kane because that bloke is absolutely a beast. He is aging like fine wine. What a player Harry Kane is.
Mate, if there's someone that's going to win England the World Cup, it's going to be Harry Kane.
Yeah, no, just an unreal player.
He is, mate. He's actually amazing. Like you said, he's actually aging like fine wine, mate. That bloke is going to be amazing. And it's going to be very interesting, this World Cup. It's going to be such an interesting World Cup because this is a massive chance for England to go out there and win it. But then again, we've said that for years, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've said it so many times, and it just ends in heartbreak, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, I think England are like the Arsenal of international football, guys. You always seem to get close, but just fall short. But I think you guys have such an incredible squad.
Definitely.
You guys have so much quality in your squad. Every year it's a semi-final. Every tournament it's a semi-final or at least a final. So I'd be very surprised if you guys didn't get very far into the competition. And like Sam
If not,
says,
like, I mean,
probably
they
thinking,
got to try and win it, mate. They have to. They
yeah,
have to
they
go
don't
and win it.
they don't have Southgate anymore, mate. The bloody goat of English football, international football. They don't have
Look,
Southgate. So
Southgate was more, as much as I liked Southgate as the manager for England, he did change the culture of England, and he made it so much better. They actually started playing proper football, and they started playing as a team, where before then it wasn't like that. I mean,
yeah,
how they didn't win the
guaranteed.
World Cup with Gerrard, Lampard, and all those players, like, is insane. That team was just stacked. It was stacked with legends, and they couldn't get over the line. So now they actually are playing as a team, and that is the biggest factor for England.
Yeah, guaranteed.
And
Guaranteed. We'll
if
just
there's
talk.
one other player that I want to just mention that earned the call up was Malik Chow, mate, making the German squad.
I think Big Nick Altamade won an award with the German national team. I think he got a fair play award. So that's good for Big Nick. I'll just have a look at that now because I did see that earlier. Yeah, Big Nick awarded a fair play medal by German Football Association. Very, very good. Big things for Big Nick, mate. Congratulations on that. You've
Yeah, of
definitely
course,
deserved it.
congratulations. Yeah, but
Um,
like honestly, I think the one person that earned the call up from our team over the last month was Malik Chow, 100%. He's the one person that only
Guaranteed.
deserves to go to the international. The rest should go back onto the training paddock and know how to pass.
Yeah, for sure. We're just speaking about international duty while we're on that topic. Geordie Dan says the rat has pulled out of the Swedish squad. We so better do the bloody same. Look, mate, that is very, very interesting that the
Yeah, but
rat has pulled out
the
of the
difference
squad.
is with Wissa and Isaac. No matter if Isaac is there, they're not going to qualify for the World Cup. So
Yeah, they've been shocking, eh?
shocking. I mean, they've got Gyökeres and Isaac as your two strikers, and you can't even make the World Cup. Just shows you how good they both are.
Don't forget the GOAT, mate, Anthony Alenga on the team as well. The
Mate, Anthony
absolute
has
GOAT.
really been performing for us.
Bro, look at Sweden's group. Switzerland in first place on 10 points. Kosovo on 7 points. Slovenia on 3. And sitting bottom of the table, 1 point Sweden. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. That is karma to Isaac, mate.
It is. It really is. And thank God that I won't have to see him in the World Cup.
They have such a talented squad, man. Like, you look at their team, they've got
They do.
Isaac, Gyökeres, Ayari from Brighton, Bergvall from Tottenham, Lindelof, old Manchester United player. Like, they're just stacked with quality, man.
Like, they
Elanga,
shouldn't be losing to. Sorry, who's the team that's coming second? Kosovo?
Kosovo.
Guys, I don't even know where that is.
I'm definitely not saying it right because I'm proper dyslexic, but
I don't know where that is.
It just looks like the European badge, mate. It's the country's flag. It just looks like the European badge. Far out. That is absolutely shocking.
But hey, this is going to be a major tournament for England. It has to be. Like, this has to be. I mean, they can't get any closer.
Oh, I think
Especially
that
that
mate,
most.
England are like Arsenal, mate. They always find a way to surprise us in international football.
Oh,
That is
dude.
the truth.
Mate, you got to remember, we are talking to English fans here. You can't say this sort of stuff. You got to let them. You got to be a bit optimistic. Don't throw Arsenal into the equation that bottle everything.
Oh, I told him. I said, guys, I'll be very surprised if you just don't make the final or at least the semi-final. It's your
Hey,
tournament
honestly,
to lose.
if my mates are
The amount of
watching
quality
this and
they
they're
have,
all
they've got to
Arsenal
be.
fans, mate, they're going to be spewing like just about them bottling everything.
Here on international duty, Darren Lee says players are released for AFCON from 10th of December. In a month's time, have to be released 2 weeks before AFCON kicks off. Yeah, wow. So he'll have to leave literally in a few days, and if that is the case, which is a bit of a disaster.
Look, we can get 3 games of him before he leaves.
I highly, highly doubt it. Let's see if he can even make it off the bench at this rate.
No, he would. I bet none of the team has been performing. He can't perform worse than everyone else, man.
Alrighty, guys. Well, unfortunately for tonight, it is a little bit of a shorter show. Unfortunately, I've got a few exams that I've got to study for tomorrow, and knowing me, I have not done even a little bit of revision. I haven't opened a book. I haven't opened the computer. So I'm going to try and attempt to look at something for the next hour and prepare for this exam. But guys, everything will be back to normal for the rest of the week. The 2-hour shows will be back for the rest of the week. And guys, tonight at 6 o'clock, we have the Twin Show. So if I could remind you guys to come and tune back in for the Twin Show at 6 o'clock, it's going to be a belter show. But yeah, apologies for the shorter show tonight, guys. Appreciate all of the fans that were in the chat tonight. Geordie Dan, Gavin Fuller, Andrew Bell, Kenny, Queen of Heart, 2 Coin of Phrase. I know there's a lot more of yous in there, but you guys are the regular viewers. So a big shout out to you guys. And we very much appreciate you coming to the breakfast show today, guys. Anything from you, Sammy boy?
Thanks, guys. No, thanks, guys. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Take care, guys. I will see you later.
See you guys.
Early in the morning. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bacon.
And UFC Breakfast